What up, what up? Say Stowe G. Back with another topic, back with another video. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna name this video, but I want to talk about the young lady that was involved with this baton incident recently, because it's got national news. And when I found out some more information about the situation, I was like, you know what, this kind of hits home a little bit, so I want to talk about it for a brief time, and hopefully get you guys' opinion on the situation, because it's more convoluted than I think folks really believe and understand. So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribers that have subscribed to my channel. I endeavor to keep pushing these videos out to give you leverage to better yourselves. So let's get into it. So a young lady that was involved with this baton incident in Virginia. So that's one thing right there. I did not realize this happened in Virginia until after I seen the story a couple of times on news outlets. When I first saw the incident, I think I saw it on a reel, and honestly, I really didn't think too much of it at the time. I thought it was like somewhere random in the States. So like I said, I didn't really think too much of it. I mean, I was like, man, like that's really look bad. Like she really intends to hit this girl, right? And then I want to say maybe 2 days later, I saw an official newscasting about it, and they said that the track meet was in Virginia. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of crazy. And then I think a couple hours later, I saw another news casting on YouTube. It just popped up on my feed just randomly, you know what I'm saying? And there was an interview with this young lady, talking to her. She was giving her side of the story, explaining herself or whatever. And then I noticed at the news station that she was being interviewed by was Wavy TV 10. Now, hold on, y'all. There's got to be an ambulance somewhere around here. But yeah, so she's been interviewed by Wavy TV 10. So Wavy TV 10 is a local news station in Hampton Roads, in the southern part of Virginia, southeast Virginia, right? And I was raised in Norfolk, raised in that area all the way till I was 20, before I left to join the Army. So I'm very familiar with that TV station. I grew up watching the TV station. So when I saw the symbol for the logo for the news station, I'm like, man, she's actually being interviewed by TV 10. Like, that's crazy. So I immediately knew that she was from somewhere locally where I'm from. So she's sitting there explaining everything and whatever I'm saying, and then I see the school she goes to, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So let me give a backstory on that situation before I get into the baton wielding incident. So I see Norcom is the school this young lady goes to. I see Norcom was a rival school of my high school in Norfolk. I went to Booker T. Washington High School from 1992 to 1996. And I say the dates I want to give full context with the story I'm about to say. So, like I said, my high school and her high school had a huge rivalry. And I mean by rivalry, I mean like this wasn't like like really friendly competition. This was like really like, I hate your guts, I want to beat you up, I want to do something bad to you. Like, it was really bad, yo. It really was. Any sport we played against IC Norcom, it was gonna be some violence. I'm not talking about just like small beef, I'm talking about serious violence. When I was going to school, it was a handful of times where there was some gunplay involved. Now, I'm not exactly sure if it was gunplay by the students or it was like, maybe the parents or like some adults who was at these games, got hot-headed about something, and they already had a burner with them. Growing up in Norfolk, you always gotta assume somebody got a gun with them. Like, seriously, that's real talk. Woman or man, don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta assume somebody has a gun on them. So like I said, a couple times when I went to these football games and basketball games, after the game, it'll be some pop off, and then all of a sudden somebody shooting or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure they're shooting somebody or what, but it was pretty bad. It was for a long time. And this was back in the 90s. Not exactly sure how it is now, but suffice it to say, I'm almost certain the rivalry is still there. So also, in addition to that, both my high school and that high school has a bad reputation for the student body, meaning that, you know, a lot of folks that are from the area already assume that most of the kids that go to that school are bad kids. And this is not an alternative school. This is a normal high school. My high school in Norfolk is a normal high school. The high school in Portsmouth, IC Norfolk, the one she goes to, is a normal high school. Now we can go into the demographics for like how they zone the school, and that's the reason why they have, you know, what they would call quote unquote bad kids. I don't feed into that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, just because you're from a impoverished area doesn't mean you're gonna be a bad child. You know what I'm saying? That's just number one. Because, you know, get into the story a little bit. A lot of folks have commented on that that YouTube video, and a couple other outlets that actually did the story or talked about the story, and they're really flaming this young lady. You know what I'm saying? It's really crazy. But I understand the feeling behind it. But you got to put things in full context, yo. Like, this is a young lady that's 17 years old. What was you doing at 17 years old that you would consider this something perfect, or something that you did that, you know, that was probably abhorrent, and something that you regret doing? You know what I'm saying? This 17-year-old child, yo. Like, it's crazy. Now, let me get into the video right quick as far as like what I see, because I want to get some feedback as far as like what you see. If you've seen this video, if you go and watch the video after this video, because it's a crazy situation, it really is. So the first couple of videos that I saw this young lady in this track meet, and it looks like she hits this other young lady in the back of the head with her baton. Immediately, the angles that I saw, I'm like, yo, this was really on purpose. Like, it looked like she got frustrated, she got upset. I never ran track when I was in school, but I had a lot of friends that ran track, and I understand there has to be a certain link between the runners before you can pass somebody. And it seemed like the girl that was passing her was really close to it. So my first thought process was that this young lady got pissed off. She didn't have her stride right, so she just, out of anger, just hit this young lady. You know what I'm saying? And I saw this from a couple angles, you know, within a couple of days, right? So all these angles that I saw, to me, it looked like she did it on purpose. Now, last night, I saw a reel, and it had an angle that I had not seen before. It's real talk, yo. And in the interview that she did with Wavy TV 10, she said that her baton got caught up in the back of the young lady's shirt, and as she yanked back to pull her baton out, her stride was still going forward, and that's how she accidentally hit the young lady in the back of the head. Now, this angle that I saw in this reel, I had never seen the angle before, and it was really, really zoomed in. And Lord and behold, it looks like the lady was saying correct. It really looks like the young lady that she hit, her shirt looks like it flips up as she's pulling her baton up to do her stride, and then she comes back down. Now, it looked like her arm did extend out all the way. So even though it does seem like that her baton did get caught up in the young lady's shirt, that's not to say that, you know, as she went forward to move her to do her stride again, that she didn't intentionally hit the girl in the back of the head, being frustrated that her baton did get caught up in her shirt. But it raises the question that, you know, that was this really intentional? Did she really hit this girl on purpose? And after seeing that reel last night, I gotta admit, I'm having second thoughts about it. You know what I'm saying? I really am. It really, 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 truly looks like that what she's saying could be very plausible. So I wish I had saved that reel for real, because I could have posted it in the description section of this video. But I'm telling you, I had to look at that reel a couple times, because, you know, I'm sitting here like, is it a glitch? Is it zoomed in so much that I'm seeing something I'm not seeing? But no, it was no glitch, y'all. Like, real talk. Like, it really looks like this girl is telling the truth. Her baton did get caught up in the young lady's shirt, because the numbers that they have on these shirts, I think they're pinned or whatever. So in any case, it really does look like her baton, as she's lifting up, her baton does catches the back of her shirt, and then she moves forward and she hits on the back of the head. But this is the real big problem when it comes to her story. Number one, the video showed that she didn't stop after she hit this girl. So that's a big red flag for everybody else watching this on the outside looking in, right? Because even if it was an accident, good sportsmanship should have said to her that she should have stopped. But it's a competition. So at 17 years old, I'm almost inclined to think that she was just not thinking straight, because, I mean, it's a stake meet. This is a championship, you know what I'm saying? So she's trying to win the race, right? Or at least get a good standing for her teammates. So even though she hit this girl and saw the girl fall, because it looks like in the video she's actually looking over her left shoulder to see that this girl did fall. She knew she hit her, you know what I'm saying? But she kept running because of the competition. But good sportsmanship should have said that she should have stopped, right? So even though it may be an accident, everybody else could be like, it doesn't matter. You didn't stop to check on this girl. And then number two, the folks that live locally around there, once they found out that this girl went to IC Norfolk, they're gonna automatically assume the worst about this girl. Because like I said, the student body of that particular school is bad. It just is, you know what I'm saying? I hate to categorize kids based off of a school, but that's just the way the world works. You know what I'm saying? That's the way society works when it comes to these things. Because anybody knowing my high school, they would automatically assume that I was a thug. They would automatically assume I was a drug dealer, or I was doing something bad. And I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But because of the reputation of the school she goes to, that's a big red flag for a lot of folks too, you know what I'm saying? So in any case, hopefully you guys have actually seen this video. I want to hear some comments from you guys and see what you guys think. Hopefully the video you see actually shows the angle that I saw when it comes to her baton actually catching the back on a young lady's shirt. But it's a really bad situation. And one thing I'll end with, this young lady said she's had some death threats. She had things happen to her to where like they're talking bad about her and crazy about her. And I'm sitting here like, yo, once again, this is a 17-year-old girl. So regardless of what this girl did, you know what I'm saying, like, you as an adult on a comment talking bad and horrible about this girl and wishing bad on her, you should be ashamed of your damn self. Like, seriously, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna front about that. That is abhorrent. That is absolutely crazy and insane, and you deserve everything you get. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? I understand the girl made a mistake. I understand that it's a possibility she did hit the other girl on purpose. But the fact of the matter is that it's not right for you to wish death and to wish bad on this young lady. It's absolutely crazy. What are y'all doing? Anyways, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. You want me to discuss the topic or subject you think the benefit to your channel? Email me at asog757@gmail.com. My email address, description below. Say so G, signing out. I'm gone.